Good afternoon, guys and girls. This is your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you what would have been last week's edition of Remedy. There was some pretty inclement weather back in the home front, so we had some issues with just the venue, issues with some of our tape stuff, but we did end up securing enough of a place to kind of get our card together for this. We taped this one. We were going to try to air it later on that day or this was from like 3 days ago. We'll just leave it at that. There's a lot of stuff that kind of happened. I'm just going to pretend like I'm talking over it like it's still alive, even though it's not. Former two-time Headhunter champion Sakamoto Omega making his way back down here tonight. Before camera started rolling, he came out absolutely just pissed that he wasn't even included in a qualifier match to reclaim the soon-to-be vacant Headhunter title. Said he wasn't going to leave the ring until someone made him leave the ring. Well, the legendary, soon-to-be legendary, Dick Hammerbush decided that he was going to make that happen. We are just days away now from our next big pay-per-view, the Mad Science Fair Project. And see, this is why no one likes you, Omega. Completely blowing the pyro budget, and you're the first guy on the card. No respect. That being said, he is the only man besides Jimmy Havoc to ever successfully defend that Headhunter title, and he is the only man to hold that belt twice. Granted, that does make him a two-time loser, but who's really keeping score? Trained by the legendary Randy Wood, Max Thruster. I'm pretty sure I'm mixing up his trainers' names. The School of Hard Things. One half of the New Gentlemen's Club. Will very likely be wanting to try to make his case to get into some sort of title contention, or at least make a stand and make his claim and all that boasting nonsense for the soon-to-be upcoming Leon White Memorial Battle Royal. As we are getting into the second half of our season, those last few big events are coming up. We do still have the Golden Girls Classic. We do still have the Betty White Invitational. We do have the Leon White Memorial Battle Royal, which will actually be an entire 3-match episode this season, at least. Not to mention the other cards we've got. Other super cards with Supernova. High Class if they ever make it back. Our own super cards. I think there is some talk that we'll actually be doing a joint effort with Hajime Puro and or Blarney Stone Blitz this season, if not next season. Now that CWA is a fully confirmed thing, we gotta kind of keep them in mind also. Gotta say, he's just as disgusting as is erect. Doesn't bother me as much. It's weird how that works. Omega. Dick Hammerbush, because you gotta say the whole damn thing. Opening bell of Remedy. Hammerbush opens up immediately with a lariat. High roundhouse from Omega. Leapfrogs over. Big leapfrog. Ducks underneath. Ducks underneath one more time. Hammerbush catches himself on the ropes. Runs back through with the Fez press. All that aggressive thrusting. Boot right through the midsection. I say this is only Hammerbush's second match. The other one tag team match gets planted with that implant DDT. Right back on his feet though. Sends Omega out and over to the playground. As Omega up, dumps him onto the barricades by his ankles. Had him up almost 8 feet in the air. Big chop to the throat. Omega introduced to the hardest part of the apron, according to 6 out of 7 people that did not spoil endgame. Clubbing right hand drops Omega. Dear God. Steven 7 count. It's getting a Thaddeus 3 count. No relation to Theodore 3 count, official referee in CWA. Where they're often remarked to not so distant cousin Edmund A count. Omega trying to fight back with those kicks. Trying to keep the bigger man down here. He's doing successfully. Or kicks to the back and sternum. Overhand shot. Hammerbush back to his feet. Fights back with the right hand. Big boot plants Omega. Sakamoto kicks out a 2.8. First pinfall attempt of the evening. We almost got a chicken wing. Stinger of a Misaki kick, all tassels. Hammerbush has him up, plants him with the spine buster right into the cover. Dead center. Dick Hammerbush victorious. Whether or not that actually silences Omega, we will probably never know, because I don't think that man knows how to shut up. And Omega uncharacteristically offering a handshake. And a kick right to the Dick Hammerbush. That's the Omega we know. Inglorious in defeat. I have a hunch that's probably not going to be the last time that match happens. We're moving on now to our women's tag team division. As the Yamamoto clan, cousins Akane and Fumi, making their way back, taking on Kamoko Kanemaru and Josie Queen. This match apparently got put together by the Brass in honor of our trip to Japan this weekend for the Mad Science Fair project. It's kind of a shame neither of these teams managed to make the card, but, you know, qualifiers and things happening and all that nonsense. Akane and Fumi have had multiple shots at that gold, run successful. Kanemaru was last year's winner of the Betty White Invitational, has already guaranteed her spot in this year's iteration. 3 out of the 8 spots are confirmed. One of them's kind of in flux, though. Kamoko Kanemaru is guaranteed a spot. Suzuki, when she returns from her injury, is guaranteed a spot. And our women's champion, whoever that may be after the Mad Science Fair project, is guaranteed a spot. We have also extended an invitation to Supernova Pro. They will have whatever sort of qualifier match they wish to have. And the winner of that match is guaranteed a spot. Then we will, similarly to last year, have a special either Storm or Remedy where we will have 4 Femme Fatal 4-ways to crown the last 4 spots in the Betty White Invitational. Fumi Yamamoto Richards out first. Cousin Akane right behind. They've been going back and forth to Hajime Puro quite a bit this season. Always happy to have them back. But keeping on with the topic of our tournaments, they will follow all triad rules. The champion will take part in the tournament. If the champion makes the finals, the title will be on the line. Or champions in the case of the Golden Girls Invitational with the Women's Tag Team Championships. If the champion does not make the finals, the two women that do make the finals will be competing for the next guaranteed spot at whoever the champion is. This woman last season managed to go through 3 former champions to get that crown. Of course, she beat... Who all did she beat? She beat Beck Wild in the finals, I remember that. I want to say she beat Valentina, and she actually beat CeCe Bones in the second round, and Bones was our champion at the time. We all caught up with everything? Yes? Cool? Okay. Queen and Kanemaru have been teaming up at house shows. I believe we've had them on one televised episode, or taped, in this instance, episode. I feel like I haven't done this in a month. Josie Queen, actually the winner of the Hajime Puro equivalent to our Betty White Invitational last season. My Japanese is awful, so don't expect me to be able to pronounce it correctly. I can barely even pronounce our English correctly. Akane going to be starting things off with Kanemaru. Women's tag team action. We're sort of live. Akane opens up immediately with that single leg drop kick. Now working on the neck of Kanemaru, wanting to set up. I don't even remember what she calls her rolling blackout. I think it's honestly just the rolling guillotine. That's a hip drop, though. I know what that's called. Kanemaru pops right back up at the hip toss counter. Sends Akane for a neutral corner, runs through shoulder tackle. Right to the guts. Goes for that kick. Akane dodges. Does not dodge that quick snap forearm, or that overhand right, or this one to follow it. Steps out of the way of that last one, though. Kanemaru go behind, snap German. 3 counts slightly out of position, barely a 1.9 count. Akane sent in the bad neighborhood. Queen brought in, drop toe, drops the elbow. Right there to stop the tag attempt. Queen caught before him, and then a couple right hand slaps, and then that Shuken. Right hand. Up and over tilt-a-whirl into the head scissor. And takes him into the violate wizard rule. Not sure that's what you want to do here. Right into work with that arm breaker. Queen drops the stomp. Runs through with the soccer style kick to the guts. Queen and Kanemaru working on that midsection of Akane. Continuing the pressure with that surfboard lock. Bow and arrow lock, rather, not surfboard. As a wrench backwards, Akane that rolls off into the pin attempt. Stops whatever momentum she had going with that kick to the midsection. Pops up, hits the rolling blackout out of nowhere. Queen gets that bottom rope over her foot. Akane wisely tags in cousin Fumi. Looking to steal a quick cover here. Queen's gonna make her earn a kicks out of 1 or 2, just beyond 2. Fumi has the neck figure forward. Gonna look to roll her through here. Queen though, shots to the kidneys, breaks the hold. Kick down low, off the ropes. Shot. I was gonna say, are we gonna see the curb stomp city? But no, that's single knee code breaker. Queen dives out, brings Kanemaru back in, runs through single leg drop kick. Fumi back up, gets dropped to the clothesline. Heel hook one more time. Quick double stomp. Goes for that Nagasaki kick to the sternum. Fumi catches it, turns it into a dragon screw. Fumi gets hooked up, playing with that Hangman's neck breaker, floats right back into a cover attempt, forearm in the face, barely a 1 count. We will be back tonight, by the way, with Storm. And that will be the live episode. Fumi got a drop to that Frankensteiner, fights up with the up kick. Slides through with the knee sweep. The truest of the Cobra Kai leg sweeps. Kanemaru fights way back in. Kicks Fumi down low. Fisherman suplex. Almost perfect. Too close to the corner, did not want to try to bridge it out. As Fumi measured, has her hooked. Gut wrench into the German. Holds on with the bridge for this one. Fumi kicks out of 2.8. Has a hold of that arm, gonna look to pop the elbow joint here. That's gross. Fumi getting measured here. Fights her way out with the back elbow though. Kanemaru sent into the Yamamoto corner. Quick tag Akane brought in. Irish whip into the corner. Adrenaline Rush 3.0. Kanemaru gets taken up and over with the Northern Lights. Akane bridges it out, Hulk hooks that leg. Kanemaru out at 2. Akane decided she was going to dance. Kanemaru dives in, brings in Queen. Comes in hot with the clothesline, follows up with the drop kick. One more clothesline attempt. Akane ducks it. Now Queen sent into the Yamamoto Queen corner. Snapmare into the perfect neck snap, followed up by the soccer kick. Kanemaru nowhere in sight. Fumi up top side. Notice me, senpai. Jump halfway across the goddamn ring to do that. Queen, though, kicks out at 2.9. Kanemaru slow to get back in. Queen introduced to the turnbuckles the hard way, sternum first. Reverse on the whip, Fumi pops up with the knees. Comes up top with the drop kick. Dives into the corner with the forearm shot. Laying in the boots to Queen. Kicks Queen down low. Off the ropes. There's the curb stomp city shades of her husband. Hooks the leg looking right at Kanemaru. Doesn't even move. Yamamoto Clan victorious in their return here tonight. Or 3 days ago, as case may be. And Akane apparently not happy with something that Fumi did. I don't know if there's trouble in paradise in the Yamamoto clan, but they are victorious here. Last week we had Shimadori's tag team partner, Ero Suzuki, take on John Stone's tag team partner, Brickhouse Brown, setting up for their World Tag Team title match. This week, we get the other half of the equation. Big John Stone taking on Wizard's little brother, Shimadori. It will promise to be another huge Clash in Styles. That's not meant to be a pun. I promise. Just meant to be the fact that John Stone's effing huge. Knows he's effing huge. Wrestles like he's effing huge. Shimadori, not effing huge. Does not wrestle like he's effing huge. Suzuki was victorious in the first half of this. Will Shimadori pick up one more bit of momentum for his team? We find out here next on Remedy. Unless someone got a hold of spoilers from this, because I don't know. Big John Stone, first one out. Former Supernova Pro TV champion. Looking to add some more gold to his building resume. Pack have looked very impressive since becoming a unit. However, Dragon Ascent's only loss came in Supernova Pro, and it was to Cat 5. Who are their Super Junior, who are their Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. I was going to call them something completely different. If you guys missed out on anything Supernova Pro, we're now CWA. Make sure after we're done here you subscribe. Go check out High Class, their on-demand section. It's been kind of barren lately, but everything from their past 3.5 seasons is up. It's worth watching. It's where this guy got his start. Shimadori following the suit of his sister Misaki, winning their first Triad Gold here in Blitz. Has a very tall task ahead of him tonight, though, against John Stone. Not tonight, you know what I mean. Roundhouse to the shoulder because he couldn't get up to the head. Pops up the Frankensteiner, though. After that chop did absolutely nothing. Stone quick back up to his feet, big belly to belly suplex. Midori trying to use that speed advantage. Colorado tie up. Quick transition in the standing wrist lock. And Misaki using, Misaki. Wow. Midori sweeps out the back leg. Gets sent into the corner of the hard way, bounce right back out into the backdrop suplex. Stone, big right hand. Midori fights back with a scorpion kick. Stone unfazed. That sweep, however, though, very successful. Now Midori trying to work on those knees, trying to keep the bigger man down. Splits the uprights with the stop. Now trying to take that power game away, trying to pop the elbow joint. Going for that standing senton. Stone gets the knees up. That was honestly best case scenario is the knees. Belly to belly, though, not a good situation for Midori. Stone dropping that massive elbow. Midori fights his way back up with the hip toss. Big corkscrew heel kick. Has Stone tied up in that knee bar. Stone, though, way too much fight left. Switches the hips, throws that right hand, breaks the hold. Avalanche Northern Layer in the corner from Midori. Stone trying to recompose himself out on the apron. Midori's going to take him down the hard way. Snaps off that quick kick to the sternum. And takes a second of posture. Not sure that's what you want to do outside. Japanese style arm drag, because all of his arm drags are Japanese style. Kicks out the knee, now throwing those quick, just stiff kicks to the ribs. Follows it up with the roadhouse. Quick forearm. Stone has Midori back up, though. Stone angry. Delivers that gut buster. Stone back in. Midori back in. Count broken. Midori playing it with that spine buster. Follows up with that neck breaker. Thought we were about to see Stone throw out a wizard special. Instead, throws out a chop block. Ducks the line. Flies through the air with a lariat. Delivers a shot to the kidneys. Now dropping bombs in the corner. And then peels Midori almost into the fourth row. Stone launches himself, now drops that combination into the face and rib cage of Midori. Midori fights his way out with that back elbow, kicks Stone down low. Green Reaper knee strike. Stone out at 2.9. Midori almost had him there. Trying to take out the lower back of Stone, going right back to work on that right arm. Midori showing some freaky strength, has Stone up. Green Death hits all of it, hooks the leg. Midori successful here. Dragon Ascent 2-0 in singles matches against the Pack. We seen Suzuki do this last week. Midori going right back in for more. I don't know if the belts have kind of changed the mentality of Dragon Ascent or if it's just them knowing that they've got to take on some giants, but very uncharacteristic in their new approach to things. Well, we get that situation cleaned up. Christian Storm making his way back in a singles competition, taking on one of the 8 men that will be in that 8-man ladder match to crown the new Headhunter champion. DJ 404 to open the season with an opportunity at the gold was unsuccessful. Hoping this next shot will prove more fruitful. Christian Storm, of course, has been setting the tag team world for us here on fire with Storm Team 3. It's nice to see him back in singles competition. First televised meeting between these two. They fought at a couple of house shows last season. That was when Storm was about 30 pounds lighter, less muscular, less trained. We'll see what happens this season as they lock horns next. Storm first man out. Looking to get some momentum built. Wanting to get his team back into the conversation. Of course, if he can also get himself into some talks for a title shot, I don't think he'd be too bummed out. We await the most egotistical guy we've got on our roster since Johnny Blitz left. Do not adjust your television. That is not Chino Cruz. Much as I hate the guy, I've got to respect his striking game, though. It's just, I hate the guy. Watched longtime rival Omega catch an L earlier tonight. Would love to be able to go backstage and rub it in his face with a victory here. Crowd hates this guy more than I do. 404 out here to a complete raucous chorus of boos. We got Christian Storm. We got DJ 404. Bell rings. These two both going for a kick. 404 right into that hangman style neck breaker. Storm, you are not going to win the striking game here. Going to work with those knees, as he is wont to do. Neck breaker right on that knee joint. So much of his offense goes with those knee strikes. Quick forearm in the face when Storm started expending energy early. Into that whiskey sunrise. Has Storm pulled back just out of rope's reach. Storm, they're going to fight back with a snapmare. Looked like he was going for the knife edge chop, turn into a back fist. Caught him, Russian leg sweep. Rolls through the whole way. Jumps up just to land with that knee strike to the forehead. Storm now getting something going here. Avalanche splash into the corner. That's Project Mayhem's music. What the hell is Cade doing out here? Has Storm hooked. Plants him with the Yellow Devil Driver. Ref didn't see it. 404 did though, and that might be what matters. Storm kicks out at 2.9. What in the hell is Cade doing out here? I know Cade's another one of those 8 men. I don't know if he was just trying to send a message to 404 saying I can hit you whenever I want, but I don't know what the hell just happened here. Storm though has that rear chin lock applied, trying to get his life back together. Has it hooked in deep. Big knee drop one more time in the face of 404. Storm sends him far corner. Runs through 360 no scope splash into the corner. And then rolling senton strike. Misaki kick follows it right up. Hooks the leg. 404 out at 2.5. Storm looked like he was going in for a lariat, gets caught that facebuster instead. Just dropping those knees to the lower back. Storm trying to crawl away, fights his way back up with the hip toss. Has 404 hooked. Spins him out of the corner with the Falcon Arrow. Quick stinger of a kick to the back. Follows it up with another one. Storm trying to win the striking game here. Big knife edge chop. Follows it up with the chop to the top of the brain. Runs through with another chop. Spins 404 around. Has him hooked for that sleeper suplex. Heads up top side. Dives down with the Rana. Hooks the legs. 404 almost gave it up there. Kicked out at 2.8. Storm goes for that low kick, gets caught, legs swept out the back. 404 clamps on a sharpshooter. Onto the Canadian guy. No respect. We're not in Montreal though. Storm fights his way back up with some leg strength. Sends 404 far corner. 360 splash one more time. Quick leg drop, brother. Follows up with an elbow drop, oh yeah. And a chop to the throat. I got nothing taggy for the chop. Leg drop, brother. Elbow drop, oh yeah. Chop one more time because he knows I can't call anything else funnier for it. Just going to work with that combo. Now taking a second here to posture the crowd in the Storm shelter. For a Ford caught. Russian leg sweep. Storm rolls through one more time. Hooks the leg. For a Ford out at 2 one more time. Storm going back to work with that rear chin lock. Has it cinched in deep. We're trying to get the hips going so we can switch the positioning. Storm thinks he has an out. Ford thinks otherwise. Saki kick across the back one more time. But back to work with that Storm Team 3 combo. As the elbow bent back, steps on the wrist. And bounces him face first off the center crest. That's just disrespectful. 404 is going to kick out at 2.5. Storm came to play here. I was going to say tonight, but this wasn't tonight. It's that stalling drop kick. Storm going to fly one more time. Storm is a member of our Blitz division. Dives through with the clothesline. Forward, gets brought back up, spun around. Clamped into that foot choke suplex. Dodges the stomp. Stops the right hand shot. Does not stop the jawbreaker. Forward measured here. Gets caught with the kick this time. Storm butterflies the arms, has him up. Turns him into the Beta Ray. Back press hooks the leg dead center. And even after the interference of Cade, Christian Storm victorious here. Maybe that's what Cade wanted. Right there, Cade would come out of the crowd and would drop Storm with the Yellow Devil Driver. The first of those 2 release choke suplexes. Had to think he was looking for Beta Ray the first time there. Storm would get caught in sharpshooter, would fight his way back, and then from that point on, it was all Christian Storm. Bounce 404's face off the mat. He might have been out after that, would still find the strength to kick out. But then catch one more release choke suplex, and then the Beta Ray finishing him off. Christian Storm victorious here. I still want to know what the hell Cade was doing out here. We'll have to wait and see if we can find out the answer to that one. So we get set for our main event of the other evening. This newly fueled rivalry between Run PGH and the Monarchy. Now going into 6-man action. Is the God Mode member of the Heel District EVH teaming up with Bake with your new Supernova Pro World Heavyweight Champion Iceman to take on the 3 members of the Monarchy, the brothers Winchester and Sterling Tip. These 2 teams have been going back and forth for the last couple months here. Locking horns one more time in the main event. 6-man tornado tag style action. Will Iceman keep that momentum going? Or will the Brits find a way to shut him down? We find out in our main event next, here on Remedy. Unless we're on that 1992 feed connection speed nonsense. Which it appears that we are. Hooray! Bacon Iceman also involved in that ladder match I've talked about at great length tonight. Iceman looking to become Lance 3 belts. Also trying to get his first gold here in Blitz, the only company he has not found that success he's held all throughout his career everywhere else he's ever been. Bake looking to become a two-time Headhunter champion in his own right. Are we finally getting something going here? There we go. And Steel City strong style coming through the crowd here tonight. Iceman leaving that newly won Supernova Pro World Heavyweight Championship at home. EVH has been on some complete other ish this season. Former tag team champions here, former cruiserweight tag team champions down in Supernova. It's only a matter of time, at least according to him, before he starts holding singles gold this year. I'm very hard pressed to disagree. I received word that Mighty actually was supposed to be in this match, but he's nursing some sort of injury thing, I think. Which is fine, because I think EVH has had the least time tagging with the rest of the PGH boys. Talbot, Sterling tip. Together, these smarmy pricks are the monarchy. Tip, the leader of this bunch. Talbot, the submission expert. And Talbot's just the big mean bastard. Rivalry continues here with these two teams. To say the victories are split 50-50 between them. There's the bell. Action starts immediately. 3 count taken out. Hazard with that go-to black eye move sliding version on the bigger Winchester. Iceman going after Talbot. Bacon, Sterling tip, locking horns. EVH taken outside of the playground. Iceman dropping that shoulder breaker. I'm gonna miss so many calls. Big lariat dropped Sterling tip. EVH hung up on the barricade. Bake looking to do something stupid. Iceman dropped to that run through European uppercut. Bake, big ass crossbody from the top. Trying to completely just blow up the ribs of Danbury. Turns him out into the neck breaker. Iceman now dumped outside. fights his way back with the right hand. Ice being sent back in by Winchester. Big brother Talbot has a hold of EVH on the other corner. Bake and Danbury look like they might fight the whole way up back to catering. As I say, that Bake fights out with this big snap suplex. That's shot Danbury unfazed. Fights his way off the shoulders. Drops him with the Impaler DDT. Monarchy in full control here. Bake letting the hands fly. EVH gets hung up. Dropped with the Gourd Buster. Talbot dropped off the top rope the hard way. Iceman low super kick playing Talbot. EVH got caught, came back with an Insigiri planning Talbot. Iceman trying to go after the big hoss. EVH has Danbury, plants him with that Frankensteiner. Danbury introduced ribs first to those steps. Albert and Bate getting ready to tie it up. Iceman right there. Winchester's up on the shoulders. Drop to the flapjack from Bake. EVH trying to work on the legs of Danbury. Winchester dropped through first onto the apron. Iceman plants Talbot with the Winchester, the neck breaker. EVH has STD hooked. All the abbreviations. Kneeling facebuster. Talbot has Bake hooked. Cravat neck breaker. Because he's British and you can't be British without using cravats. Iceman caught that shot to the kidneys. Bake has Talbot, plants him with that neck breaker. Iceman hooked cravat neck breaker. EVH with a camel clutch locked into STD. Diplo fights his way back up. Bake dropped to that half suplex. Hazard staggered with that right hand. Bake caught between the brothers Winchester. Trying to fight his way back off the right hand. Gets the knees taken out from the front. Bake busted open at some point. Has Winchester up. Man, get out of here out of nowhere. Just like that, I honestly expected this one to go on a lot longer. The most replayed move in the triad. It's apparently the only replay we're getting. Iceman dropped Big Brother Talbot. Big drop Talbot tipped just too slow to get back in. And a bloody Bake. Don't care. The bearded beast gets the win for his team. And that's going to do it for this taped episode of Remedy. We will be back tonight in our late night spot that we love oh so much, with our go home edition of Storm. For all the winners and losers that were there that night, we're signing off here. We will see you guys in about 8 hours-ish. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.